excited. Your ketones are on the mail. They're on their way to you. So I wanted to pop in here and give you some tips so you can maximize your results with these ketones. First of all, I put you in the keto group, and it can be a little overwhelming at first because I tagged you in the initial post and I know it's a lot of information. So I wanted to give you some main tips to stick to. If you do anything, do this, all right? So first of all, I was overwhelmed when I got my packs because I was like, I don't know what to do, and I was reading all this stuff. I'm here to tell you that there is no right or wrong way to use them. It is up to you completely. So I experimented during those 10 days to see what felt right with me, what my schedule allowed, and how I wanted to incorporate it into my routine. I found out that I enjoy drinking them in the morning on an empty stomach, and then I would eat my first meal around 11 or noon because I was playing with fasting, and it would hold me over because it does curb your cravings. So don't eat until you're hungry, okay? So there is no right time. Drink it when you feel like you want to incorporate it. It can be 30 minutes before a workout. It can be on an empty stomach. It can be as a mid-afternoon pick-me-up because you are dragging butt, whatever you want to do. Also, I recommend that you start for the first 1 or 2 days doing a half serving because your stomach isn't used to these ketones like this in your body, and it's a supplement, and you just want to see how you're going to react to it, especially, maybe your body reacts better to the caffeinated or the not caffeinated. So I would do half a serving, see what happens, and then you could take the other half maybe later in the day or save it for the next day and kind of stretch it out. By day 2, was already doing a full serving. I'll be honest, it kind of did make me have to go potty, so I just made sure I was close to a toilet. So if you work, you might want to try experimenting with them on the weekend if you think that you might have to poop. Just being real here. Okay, so try a half serving, see how it works for you, but I did get the full effect from 1 serving. I enjoy the max ones more. They have 40 times more ketones in them. So just see which flavor you like, which one works better for you, how your body feels after drinking it, and that's how you can decide which flavor is going to be best for you. Eliminate sugar. So really try to break down refined sugar. If you do anything with your diet, try to not eat a bunch of sugar and carbs too. That will be my main tip, because what's going to happen is when you start drinking your ketones, if you eat a high carb diet after that, you're not going to see the effects of the ketones like you would if you kept to a lower carb diet and a higher fat diet, all right? And if you want to take it a step further, you can start eliminating grains and flour and wheat, and get your vegetables for more leafy grains for your carbs, and try not to eat so much fruits and sugars and things like that, because carbs are in everything. Since I have been doing this, I've been tracking my carbs, and I did not realize that, they're in everything. Things I wouldn't even realize, things that are super healthy for you. It's like, man, after a while you start to see how it's hard for some people to lose weight because they don't realize, and they're eating carbs, right? So really start paying attention to that. There are tips in the group, in the pinned post that I put you in, that shows you kind of how to start tracking your carbs and what might be best for you and your diet. And then I can always talk to you separately about that. So write me if you have any questions at all. Another thing is, if you decide, I'm not going to be 100% with my eating, that is probably why you decided to do these ketones, right? So you don't have to sit such a strict meal plan. So if you're going to drink ketones and maybe have a cheat meal, what I recommend doing is eating the cheat meal and then drinking the ketones. Because what's going to happen is, if you drink the ketones and then you eat some pizza or something like that, then you're going to kick your body out of ketosis and you're not going to see the effects of it. But if you eat the crappy food and then drink the ketones, then your body is not going to have some other food coming in and kind of, affecting with the benefits as much. So that's my recommendation. If you know that have a dinner and you kind of want to splurge that night, drink the ketones after, or make sure there's a big gap of time. So if you drink them in the morning and you're going to cheat at night, the ketones usually work for about 6 hours if you keep a really good diet in check, right? So another thing is, people are like, oh my gosh, I want to start this macros, I want to count my macros, I want to start keto, what do I do? Download either the Keto Diet app, it's completely free, or MyFitnessPal. They will both break down your macros for you, and then it's up to you to decide what amount of macros is going to be best. If you're completely confused on what a macro is, reach out to me. I can explain all that to you. I was there once, so I totally get it. But start incorporating some eating routines, like eat your last meal before 8 p.m. and try not to eat your first one at 11 if you want to try fasting between 11 and 1. But yeah, if you feel like it is like too sweet, I feel like some people think that. I make mine super cold. So I put a lot of ice and water and I shake it like crazy. A lot of people will do things with like sparkling water, and they'll put like heavy whipping cream in the chocolate ones and put it in their coffee. So there's different tips like that. So if there's a flavor that you're not really crazy about, let me know and we might be able to play around with the way that you will like it better. But I just make sure I have ice, water, super cold, and I've been fine with that. And then the last thing is electrolytes. Make sure you're drinking tons of water, because one thing is whenever your body's in ketosis, it's kind of dehydrating you and it's depleting your body of minerals. So that's why I've included 8 samples of the, or 8 of the electrolyte tabs. Have 2 to 4 per packet. I started off doing 2 to see how it made me feel, and if I was still getting a headache, I would up it. But if I knew I wasn't getting my water intake in, I would make sure I was getting all my water. I'm talking like gallon of water. Half your body weight in ounces is good, but if you can get to a gallon, that is like when you will optimize your results and feel really good. So stay hydrated. If you find that you're lethargic and you're getting a headache, you're probably experiencing, the keto flu, and it's kind of some withdrawals from carbs. So you need to make sure you are hydrated. That's when people come to me and they're like, it's not working. I'm like, are you drinking water? Are you taking electrolytes? Those are the main reasons why a lot of people don't feel the effects of them, okay? So make sure you're doing those things. If you don't do anything with your diet, make sure you're doing those things. All right, so those are just some tips. If you can get your body moving, take all that energy, do something with it, of course you're going to see better results. But y'all, I have seen people break through some plateaus with this. I've seen them have so much sustained energy. Your brain likes fat, feed it the fat. You'll feel good. But man, I'm super stoked. So make sure you check into that Keto 101 or the Keto AF group. I also have Keto 101 that I'll be doing intermittently to teach you the very beginning of keto and all of that with the diet. So you can be a part of that if you want to. And if you tag me on Facebook with a picture of your ketones and kind of, let people know that you're trying it out, I will put you in for a monthly drawing to win another 10-day sample pack of ketones. So tag me in a post, and I cannot wait to see how much you like them. All right, talk to you guys later.